on here and you've never had a business or you've never been online or you hear things about growing a team for you or customers or any of that, don't go like this and say, geez, that's not for me. This business is for everybody. So you will learn that the company is going to take care of so many things for us. You just need to jump on board. As Michael Williams says, you just got to get in it and you're gonna win. You're gonna win. Just get in. Okay. So it looks like we're at the top of the hour and we have Marty DeGarmo on, I believe. He's going to be our master of ceremony. There he is. We've got the recording going, Marty. You're muted, Marty, but that's okay. So welcome everybody. Sit back, soak it all in, get down to the Q&A if you have any questions. And then afterwards, if you want to come on to the panel and ask a question, we'll tell you how to do that.
Thank you, Susie. Fantastic job as always.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome everybody here on March 30th, 2021. Today we are about to rock your world. We're going to introduce a business to you that if you get it, understand it, and want it, will change your life. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, a little about me. I'm 61 years old. I have been working online full time since 2004. I got online just the same as most people. I wanted to make some extra money for my family. I was on disability, and anybody on disability knows that there's not a whole lot of revenue coming in with that situation. So I got online, and I couldn't even tell you what the first opportunity I got into, but needless to say, if I can't remember it, it probably wasn't a good idea. Went for years of different opportunities, different so-called gurus, whatever. I was just trying to find what will work, and I found out that there wasn't anything else that worked quite like I thought it would. So I did what everybody told me. You know, you got books, you got tapes, you got whatever it takes to learn how to make money online, and it wasn't like they said. It wasn't like anyone said. And I decided, well, I'm going to have to learn some of these skills on my own because no one really is teaching you anything. I hate to say that, but it's just the way it is. And I had the time to learn because, like I said, I was doing it full time, and it took a long time to get enough skills where I could build a team. And then about 8-9 years ago, which you lose track of time, but I met up with Mike Ellis and Dan Street, which are here today. And we formed a team, and we each found a lane we were comfortable in, and we did very well at building teams in whatever business. But the problem was, after we figured out how to do that, we would wind up in businesses or opportunities, I want to call them, because they weren't really businesses, that one, either the business disappeared during the night, somehow it just disappeared and shut down, or we were hooked to people, you know, with initials, JC, UB, IB, who knows, and they disappeared, or the pay structure took such jumping through hoops to find out how to even make money, and that was next that came along. And then what happened was we found out that even what we knew, that we could not duplicate it. We couldn't look in somebody's eyes and say, "Oh, we brought you into the business, and guess what? We're going to help you make money." Yeah, we said that, and we wanted that, but we could not duplicate what we did. Why? It took us years to get there, and somebody that just gets online cannot come in 1 day or 1 week or 5 days or even a year and expect them to know what we knew at the time. So now it's really frustrating. Now you get the skills, and if you're heartless, it's okay. You can just look at people's numbers, you bring them in as fast as you can, and a percentage is always going to quit. That's okay. If you can shovel quicker than the dirt falls in the hole, you can make money online. You can make a lot of money online. That wasn't quite what we were looking for. So about 2 years ago, thank God, I found out about this company that's going to be shared with you today. And the beauty of this company, which Mike Ellis will go through because he can explain it better than anybody or as good as anybody in the whole company, was that it is an even playing field for everyone. Can anyone and everyone make money in it? Yes. Do you need special skills? No. Does it matter where you live, how tall, what your religion, you're fat, you're skinny, you're on disability, you have one leg, two legs, orange hair, pink hair? No. And I thought, my God, this is perfect. This is what we've been looking for at least a dozen years. So we jumped in both feet. In fact, we jumped in with Red Redford here. And we said, whoever put this company together has got to be different. He just has to be a different individual because nobody shares wealth. No company shares wealth. They try to keep as much of that wealth as they can, including MLMs, email marketing, all that stuff. They're going to give you 40%, and it's only going to go to about 2% of the people in the whole company. It's just the way they do it. And the company won't last. They made their hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. They close up, start up another company with a different name, same business, same stuff, same 2% that make money. It's ridiculous. And everybody falls for it, including myself. I tell you, I did it too. But what happened was we wanted to meet this owner because I'm figuring, who is this guy? He's not like, I don't know anybody that would do that. And we did meet him. Mike will go over that. And this gentleman not only had the resources to build a company that we've been looking for our whole life, but he also had the heart to share wealth. In fact, his goal is to fill people's pockets so that maybe we can help others. It's a beautiful, beautiful concept. Blew us away. I'm not looking for anything else. And the beauty of all this right now today for all of you, and there's about 300 people here, is you get to hear it before it is launched to the world. And I'm going to turn it over to Mike Ellis, and he will go over this business. And I want to tell everybody here, however you were invited here, an email, a phone call, a smoke signal, I don't care how you got it, instant message, get back to the person that invited you here. If you want to be part of this, or if you have more questions, everyone here can answer your questions. Everyone here. Red Redford is the QA guy because he took that lane. He's very good at it. But anyone here can answer the questions. We're going to do the presentation, and afterwards we're going to open it up to questions. You can raise your hand, and we'll bring you on. You can ask it out loud, or you can write it in the Q&A. Anyway, enjoy what you're about to hear. Take notes, pay attention, and be prepared to be blown away. Here you go, Mike Ellis.
No, thanks, Marty. Terrific introduction. We are going to be talking about Onpassive today, and we're going to be talking about building wealth. I mean, not really, that's why everybody's here. You're looking to take care of that bottom line, replace income, and hopefully build a residual income. And Onpassive has done some really extraordinary things. And I really want to start with Ash Mufareh. And it really ties into what Marty said. As we came in and started to participate with Onpassive, Ash said something that has stuck with all of us over the time we've been on Onpassive. And he said, I'm building Onpassive in order to share the wealth around the world. That's a really, really unique statement. As Marty said, most individuals, when they build a large company, and Onpassive is massive, they tend to keep all the money for themselves. Yes, they dole out a little bit, but the majority of the income stays in-house, in their family, with them. That was not Ash Mufareh's vision as he looked at Onpassive. His vision was to share the majority of the wealth that Onpassive is going to be bringing in with those individuals that are participating with Onpassive. And I want to tell you up front, you'll hear this as I go through the presentation, there is going to be a ton of wealth coming into Onpassive. It will change lives. So ONPASSIVE, as we look at it, as we look at Ash Mufareh, he is the visionary, he is the brain trust behind ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is massive. From when we got into today, it has changed 100-fold and gotten way, way bigger than any of us ever thought it would be. And the vision of ONPASSIVE has just exploded. Today, ONPASSIVE is a reality, and you're going to hear that in this presentation. We are there. We are ready to unfold ONPASSIVE. Very, very exciting times. As large as ONPASSIVE is, and it takes a while to learn everything about ONPASSIVE, as Ash came in, he made it very, very simple for you and I to come in and participate with ONPASSIVE and benefit with everything that is ONPASSIVE. Very, very simple to come in and participate. And as we first started listening to Ash, he talked about several concepts. Very, very simple concepts, but when you put them together, extremely powerful for you and your bottom line. And again, that's why we're here. We want to take care of that bottom line, take care of ourselves, take care of our family. And I want to go over those concepts very, very quickly and show you what they will do for you. And the concepts are self-funding business, for success, product, and customer. Sounds very, very simple. It really, really does. But what Ash has done with those really is extraordinary. Let's start with the first one, self-funding. As we look at ONPASSIVE and we come in and participate, it is a self-funding business. You will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. Like Marty, I've been online for a dozen years. I've been in many different businesses, and all of these businesses, they charge a monthly fee, and they take that fee every month, regardless of whether you're making money or you're not. And eventually what happens is people come in, they pay that monthly fee for 6 months or a year and a half, and they finally just go, listen, I can't do this anymore because I'm not making any money. That is not ONPASSIVE. You will come in, you will pay the fee once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. The next one is forced success. And every time I talk about forced success, initially they hear the term forced success, everybody hears it, and they love it. I loved it. When I first came in, forced success, I absolutely love that term. Had no clue what it meant. All it means is as you come into ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE is going to force you to build wealth online. Again, that's why we're here. How is that going to happen? I'm going to get into the customer side and the product side and explain how ONPASSIVE, what they've done, how ONPASSIVE is structured, and how they're going to force you to build wealth. As we look at the product side of ONPASSIVE, obviously, if you have a company and you're selling something, you have to have a product. The products of ONPASSIVE, they are proprietary, they are cutting edge, they are brand new technology, they are superior at a lower price point. And ONPASSIVE is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. And the products range from an automated marketing platform that has all the tools we use to market online, to an educational platform, to an HR platform, to webinar service, communication platform. ONPASSIVE today, our customer base is about 46 billion people that are online right now. And there is something in ONPASSIVE for all of those individuals. Will they all be in ONPASSIVE? Probably not the first year, but I believe over time, yeah, they're all going to come into ONPASSIVE. But the products of ONPASSIVE are extraordinary. They've been built by Ash's tech team in India, Hyderabad, India. We're about 800 strong technicians in India, and these individuals are brilliant. And the tools of ONPASSIVE, the products of ONPASSIVE, they are just so far above everything that's online right now. When we go over to the customer side of ONPASSIVE, customers will come in and they will love the products. Why? The products, they're looking for new technology, new IT products. These products, again, are superior. And as they come in and use these products will make their lives easier, make their bottom line better. It just makes their whole life online easier. And as we talk about customers, it's going to be the whole gamut. It could be K through 12. It could be colleges. It could be small, medium, large-sized businesses. It could be governments. It could be personal use. All of these individuals, there's something there that they can use, again, a superior product. And as customers start to come in and use the products of OnPassive, they will never leave. If you've been online and you use some of the products that are online today, if you find a new product that is just absolutely superior at a lower price point, you will go to that product, you will use it until you find something better. With OnPassive, because of the tech team of OnPassive, the tools of OnPassive will always be improving. No one will ever build a tool that's better than OnPassive. That's part of Ash Mufar's vision, is to be 5 years ahead of the competition at all times. And they do it, and they do it really, really well. So how does all this come together to benefit you? And here's what Ash and his team have done for us, those individuals that are participating with OnPassive. As we come into OnPassive, OnPassive is going to build everybody that's participating a marketing platform. And with this marketing platform, they're going to connect it with AI. So they're going to go in and get all the marketing tools they have, build a marketing platform with us, put it together with AI, artificial intelligence. And from there, what they've built us becomes 100% automated business. But it goes further than that. They're going to reach back into the toolbox of OnPassive, and they're going to pull out another product, and that product is traffic. And Marty, Dan, and I, we've been online again for about a dozen years. We drive traffic. We're very, very good at it. But when we saw how good OnPassive was at driving traffic, we were amazed. And what OnPassive is going to do for all of us is they're going to start driving traffic, and they're going to bring customers in that will look at the products of OnPassive, love the products, buy them. When they do that, it is a monthly fee. And most of these individuals are already using products elsewhere online, but as they come in and use the OnPassive products, number one, they're superior, but there is a monthly fee there, and they will pay a monthly fee. Why do I mention that? I mention it because as customers come in and fall underneath us, the customers that OnPassive brings in, all of a sudden our income becomes a residual income. And it's very, very difficult to build wealth online unless you have a residual income. OnPassive, they're going to build that platform for us. They're going to drive traffic for us. They're going to bring customers in. And OnPassive is primarily a customer-based business, even though we have the privilege of participating with OnPassive. They're going to bring these customers in. They're going to love the products. They're going to land underneath us, a certain portion of them. And as you look at the customer volume, that's what we get paid off of. We get a percentage of that volume of customers and the products that they buy that land underneath us. I hope that made sense. So as we look at these four concepts, self-funding, for success, product, and customer, it makes 100% automated business for us. And then we start to look at the volume that OnPassive is going to be bringing in. I'm going to get to that in just a little bit. Today, as we come into OnPassive, there is a position, it is the founder position. It is a $97 position today. You can come in and pay that and lock your position in OnPassive and lock your position in the pay structure. All that does is lock you into OnPassive. It's a really, really big deal. There are some tangible benefits that come with being a founding member, but that's the first fee that I paid as I came into OnPassive, and you can pay to lock your position in. As OnPassive launches to the world, and we are very, very close to the soft launch. From the soft launch, we'll roll seamlessly into the hard launch. But as OnPassive goes into the hard launch, we will all come into OnPassive as customers. This is the fee you will pay once, you will never have to pay again. And we will come in, pay a membership fee. I believe that fee will be between $250 and $300. Could be more, could be less. Ash hasn't shared that with us. But we will come in, we will become members first, click a button in the back office, and then become independent resellers of the IT products. That process has to be gone through in order for OnPassive to pay us. We have to have the label of independent reseller of the IT product in order for OnPassive to pay us. It doesn't mean you have to go out and share, sell, or recruit. That's not it. Again, it is 100% automated, but you have to go through that process as we get into the hard launch, pay the membership fee, and from there, OnPassive can go to work for us. Because part of that fee, not only do we get all the products of OnPassive, but we're putting OnPassive to work for us. OnPassive, again, they're going to come in, build a marketing system, start driving traffic, bringing customers in, putting them underneath us. We get paid off of that volume. Very, very exciting concept of what Ash Mufareh has done. This has never been done in the history of business. A company that comes on and actually makes 100% automated system for those individuals that want to come in and initially become founders and then come in and become independent resellers of the IT products. Very, very exciting things for those individuals that want to come online and build wealth. So that's how those 4 concepts work for all of us. I want to get into the volume because the volume of OnPassive is key to our bottom line. And for me, initially, that's what I wanted to know. How are you going to affect my bottom line? The products of OnPassive really go from one end to the other. There is something in OnPassive for everybody. And I want to talk about a couple of products that Ash has released. And today, we're very, very close to the soft launch, and Ash Mufareh is starting to release the products of OnPassive as we go into soft launch. And as we go into soft launch, we are going to be able to actually use those products, try and break them. We won't be able to, but it's part of the process of going from the soft launch and then launching to the world. But as we look at some of the products that Ash has released, 2 of them are O Academy and the other one is O Staff. O Academy is a educational platform online. The other one is an HR platform. Companies can come in and use this platform to manage their HR departments. Every niche that OnPassive picks is a massive niche, goes to volume. And as we look at O Academy and O Staff, just these 2 niches alone, the revenue that the overall online ecosystem brings in from these 2 niches is $225 billion, about a $500 billion. And I always stutter when I say that because the numbers are getting so large. When you start to say trillion, you know you're into something special. So this is 2 products that have $225 billion in revenue a year with other companies. How much of that market is OnPassive going to take? I don't know. Could it be 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50%? I believe it's going to be a major part of that market because I know the products of OnPassive, again, proprietary, cutting edge, brand new technology, better than anything out there, superior at a lower price point. And all of those combined, when people see that, they will flock in to use the products of OnPassive. And in just these 2 niches, we will have millions of people coming in to use these 2 products of OnPassive because they are that good. Now, what does that do for us? Now, remember, Ash is here to share the wealth. I think 65% of the wealth that comes into OnPassive will go to those individuals that are participating with OnPassive, those founding members that come in and become members, click a button, become independent resellers of the IT product. That is a massive amount of money, and that's with 2 products. Let me talk about one other product. It's the webinar service of OnPassive. And if we look at the webinar platforms that are out there, they're doing really, really well today. If we look at Zoom, what we're on today, a year ago, they had a net worth of about $39 billion. I think that's what it was. And today they've gone from 39 billion to $229 billion. I believe as OnPassive launches to the world, just the webinar platform will put Zoom out of business. That is a massive statement. Zoom is a big dog on the block. Their product is so superior that I believe they'll take the majority of the business away from Zoom and the 20 other Zoom platform, not Zoom, but webinar platforms that are out there. It is a massive market. Again, it goes to the volume that OnPassive is going to be doing. And all of that volume, as we look at what it's going to do for us, reflects on our bottom line. I believe every founding member that is in OnPassive today, as we launch to the world, within a year's time, you won't even think about finances. That's how big OnPassive is. As we look at OnPassive launching to the world, what's going to happen as we launch? As OnPassive launches, it will be the first company in the history of the world that will launch as a unicorn company. And what that is, it's a company that launches with a value of $1 billion. Never been done before, online, offline, in the history of business. This is what Ash Mufareh and his team have done. Moving forward, Ash looks at us as partners with OnPassive. He is here to share the wealth. He is here to take care of that bottom line. Doesn't matter if you've been online 5 minutes or 5 years. Doesn't matter if you've had success or not had success. OnPassive is here so that everybody has success. Again, Marty says that the playing field is level. Sorry about that. It really is extraordinary what he's done. And as we look at OnPassive, it is a global company. As we come into OnPassive, there are no limitations. He's not going to tell you have to sell, you have to recruit, you have to buy. There is nothing there that will limit the amount of money you can make. And because it's automated, because OnPassive is driving the traffic, bringing in the customers, all you have to do initially is manage your money. OnPassive, AI makes all the difference in the world. Without artificial intelligence, this would not be possible. OnPassive's artificial intelligence is the best of the best, and it's why it's 100% automated. As you look at OnPassive, I always recommend you come in, become a founding member, lock your position in OnPassive, lock your position in the pay structure, even more important, and then continue to study OnPassive. There's a lot here. There's a lot of moving parts. We don't expect you to know everything the first couple of days, but as you explore OnPassive, I can tell you over the time Marty, Dan, and I have been in, every week has gotten better because of the vision of Ash, because of what his team is doing, and because how close we are to the launch of OnPassive. These are very, very exciting times. Do not miss this. This will change your life. It will change your financial bottom line and put you in a position to live that lifestyle perhaps today you've only dreamt about. That's what OnPassive is. That's where we're at. We're in a very unique place. Absolutely love it. Marty, I'm going to turn it back over to you. If I've missed anything, please fill in the blank.
Nope, fantastic. I don't think you missed anything. Now, what we could do is, if anybody has any questions, you can either write them in the Q&A, or if you raise your hand, that means you want to come on and ask the question live. I see 3 hands up. Are you sure you want to come on and ask questions live? If so, leave your hand up. If not, put it down. All right, I'm going to add Diana Ortega. And when you come back on, when I bring you on the panel, raise your hand again, please.
Marty, I'll fill in quiet times by asking questions that have been posted on Q&A, okay? So just say over to you, Red, or something.
Okay. Very good. Well, my hands are going back down, so hold on. And like I said, as you come on, just raise your hand and I'll tell you to unmute yourself and ask a question, and anybody here can answer them. Leslie, you have a question? Unmute yourself. You should see a little mic at the bottom. All right, we'll go to Carolyn. Carolyn, unmute yourself and go ahead. Well, we're about 1,000. Let me bring on what panelists. Does anyone have any questions? Red, if you have anything, go ahead and do it now. No.
Yeah, okay. We've got quite a few stacked up here, so let's go through a few and then we'll throw it open to the panelists and we'll see how we go. Let me just get to the one I was looking at. Hang on. My question is if a company or charity is approached, who is responsible, and does the spillover apply to the company or individual? Anybody off the panel want to answer that? If not, I will shoot for it.
Go ahead, Red.
Okay. As far as non-profit organizations, which is charitable, etc., normally what happens is they are signed up by support because they are non-profit. Now, if they are brought in by a founder, okay, that founder has that charitable business in their team underneath them. So they will earn commissions from anything that's involved with them. As far as spillover is concerned, the same applies if they are in your team to how it would work normally. And obviously nothing is ever guaranteed. It's always a bonus overflow to your team. Should never rely on overflow. Obviously, trying to position yourself or having a sponsor or a team above you that has been working very hard, then there is more likelihood of spillover, but it is something that you should never rely on. The company are going to build for you, and obviously your own endeavors. As far as a charitable organization is concerned, yes, they will be, if they are within a foundership at the moment. Obviously it will be different when we launch, but if we are talking about right at this moment in time, then they will have the same opportunity for overflow as everybody else. Anybody on the panel want to jump in and say any more to that?
Oh, sounds good,
Okay.
Red. Sounds good.
Back over to you then, Marty.
Mosh, you have a question?
Yeah, I want to ask something to you, to Red. Okay.
Oh, to Red.
Shoot.
Red, you there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to ask you something that the last couple of days I was posting a lot of my country's social situation. Okay. About Oblast, when I listened about the Oblast, and the Facebook warned me that you couldn't post anymore. So what's the reason behind it? Actually, I don't know. I have no idea. Can you please tell me what I can do for it?
Yeah, okay, right. We will be seeing a lot more of this control, I think is probably the best word to use it, from the large conglomerates that are out there at the moment who are starting to take notice of us. Now, Facebook is the same as any others. Onpassive is becoming a known name on the internet, okay? And they're starting to get nervous. So they're starting to almost censor what people are posting. You're not the first person, by the way, who has approached me on this problem. I've had other people approach me saying, I'm trying to...
Because I'm new here.
Yeah, do you know something? You're doing exactly the right thing. And by the way, your testimony that you put on the fireside chat the other day was very heartwarming and moving, by the way. And I applaud you for what you do in Bangladesh. I know where you are. But as far as posting on Facebook is concerned, now Marty DeGarmo is the king of posting on Facebook. What you have to do is you have to work the system. So when you are posting, you need to use different words, different formats, and different ways of saying the same thing. You are obviously a very well-educated person. So
no, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Do not.
No, I'm not.
Do not downgrade yourself one bit at all, because I know
I
your
never
background.
crossed my high school. Okay.
I don't care. Anyway, listen. What you have to do is you have to be very smart with how you're posting, okay, and try and use other ways of posting on Facebook. But
like.
Well, instead of saying on passive everywhere, it's saying I have a unique business that I want to share with you. Anything like this, use other ways of trying to get the word out there Do not post any links, okay? Because Facebook hates links. Always say, if you're interested, comment below and I'll get in contact with you, etc., etc. You just have to learn how you go. Now, Marty said this right at the beginning of the webinar, that he's been marketing online for a very long time and he knows how to, I don't want to use the word manipulate, but he knows how to work the system as far as Facebook is concerned. It takes a long, long time to learn how to do this. You're obviously very new at doing it on Facebook. So my suggestion to you is don't put any links in your Facebook posts. Don't put too many words of ONPASSIVE in your Facebook posts. Okay, rather share your story and your vision and what you want to try and get. And you can put a picture there, by the way. Pictures don't count.
Oh, yeah,
they won't
I
hold
understand.
you up with pictures.
I understand, Brett.
Okay, so that is what I recommend. Okay, anybody from the floor want to add into that?
Yeah, Mosh, listen, what you do is you take an image that explains what you want to explain, and then at the bottom say, if you'd like to know more, comment below. And when they comment, you'll get an information, say, send me an email and I'll send you information. Never put any links on Facebook. They will eventually shut you down and kick you off.
Okay. I will.
Make it a question, and then people will say, yeah, I want to know that answer. Okay, send me your email and I'll send it to you.
How can I send the email to you, or how can I get your email address?
It will cost you about $20. No, I'm just kidding. I'll find you, Mosh, and I'll send you my email. I've seen you on Facebook.
Yeah, and likewise, Marsh, as well. If you want to contact me, help yourself, mate. You're doing a fantastic job in Bangladesh, and I applaud you for it.
I will get you my email, Marsh. I've seen you on Facebook.
Thank you.
Hey guys, can I add something to this as well?
Yes, you can, Susie.
Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will. Also, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there. And if you just share the YouTube link on your Facebook page, it doesn't get a lot of eyes on it because Facebook does not want to take people from Facebook onto another platform. So what a lot of people do is they talk about something and then they say, check my comment, and they put the link in the comment, or you can say, message me or email me and I'll send you the video. So just be mindful of that. Don't just post YouTube videos all over the place. They're not going to show them to a lot of people. That's what I understand. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We are in the early stages of watching a massive company trying to hang on by their fingertips to the power that they have on the internet right now. And they are trying to take as much control of it at the moment because they're scared of what's coming. Look behind you, guys. ONPASSIVE's on its way.
Exactly right, Brent. All right, what about anybody else here? Leslie or Carolyn, do you have any questions? You just have to unmute yourself. Ben? Carolyn, there you go. Yeah, go ahead. Just unmute yourself, Carolyn. You should see a little microphone at the bottom. Just click it. Oh, maybe not.
I've got a load of Q&A if you need me to jump in.
Jump in, Red. Jump in.
Okay, Stevie D has said, how many tools are there right now and what are active and accessible to the founders? Anybody off the panel?
Yeah, I'll take that one, Red. There are probably half a dozen products that have been launched. They're not available to the founders yet. They won't be available to the founders until we go into the soft launch. And I think we're very, very close to the soft launch. I think it'll be within a couple of weeks. I could be totally wrong, but that's just my thought. But yeah, they're OBless, OLink, Ocademy, OStaff. There are quite a few products that we're going to have access to as we go into the soft launch. And just hold on. We're almost there. And as we get there, yeah, it's going to be fun to go through those things and just play with them. Who's up next?
Emily?
Hi, Mike. Hi, everyone.
Hello, Emily.
Hi. Oh, hi, Marty. Actually, my question is about what Mike Ellis mentioned. He said when he was giving his presentation, he said 200 between two will be expected to pay between $250 to $300. I thought it was always between $100 and $250.
I'll answer that too, Marty, because I'm the one that said it. I'm just guessing, Emily. I really am. I don't know what the fee is going to be, the membership fee. I wouldn't worry too much about it. The higher the fee is, the more revenue we make. So I would love to see it at $2,000. Now, it's not going to be there. I'm just throwing that number out there. But whatever it's going to be, we're all going to be okay. Ash is going to take care of us. He's going to make sure that everybody has the ability to come in and pay those fees if you need a little bit more time. But I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't worry about where that fee is going to be. When I throw a number out there, that's just me being me. Hopefully you'll forgive me, but we'll know soon enough.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Emily, Ash is trying to keep it under 250.
Yeah,
he's trying to, but we don't know where it will wind up.
And remember, Emily, as well, Ash has always said, we will not leave anybody behind.
200 to 250 is the best way from point of my view. And Ash will never increase it, I think, from a point of my view, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mosh, that's not a bad attitude to take. If you take it at the highest level that you think in your mind it could be, then anything under that is a bonus, of course. So that's a great way of looking at it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Emily. Anybody else here on the panel? Ben, Neil, Leslie, Carolyn? If not, we'll go back to you, Red.
Okay, I've got one from Bill Band.
He's unmuted.
Ben's unmuted.
Do you want to go ahead? Ask your question. Carry on, Red.
Okay, no worries. Okay, Bill Bland's asked, will someone come in shortly before launch that hasn't had time to recruit other founders have a chance to earn money? That's a really, really good question. And one that many of us get asked is that if somebody has joined just before launch, will they have the same opportunity? Open to the floor.
Yeah,
I'll take that one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, Dan, you go for it.
Everybody will take that one, yeah.
No, yeah, just keep in mind that the only requirements that we have is to spend $97 to become a founder, and then you activate your membership when we go to a hard launch. And that's that anywhere from 150, 250, or whatever, 2,000 that Mike said, I don't know. But but those are the only requirements. Now, from there, you've activated your business. And every month you are going to be charged that, let's just say $200. But that can come out of profits. That can come out of you recruiting somebody into the business, and that could come from overflow. So there's a lot of ways to generate the revenue to be able to crack that monthly bill. But no, to answer your question, the only requirements you have to generate wealth will be the $97 and to activate your membership. That's it. And then OnPassive does everything automatically for you.
Anybody else from the floor want to add in?
Yes, you will do fantastic if you don't bring a living soul in with you. That is why we are all in on Passive. For people that don't want to recruit, they don't want to share, they don't know how to. That's why I'm here. That's why everyone's here. I can do it. I do it, but you do not need to do it. You will do fine. I believe if Amazon can create 40,000 millionaires and they do not want to share the wealth, what do you think ONPASSIVE is going to do when that is their main goal? 10 times that? I'm not allowed to say numbers, but that's a lot of apples. Okay, that's a lot of apples.
If I can just add to that,
Yeah,
the
go on.
analogy that I always use is this is so fantastic that you don't have to recruit. That was like, yes, thank you. But it all depends on what you want and how soon you want it. It's not what you want. Whatever you want, you'll get, but how soon you want it. So if you're going to help the company build the foundation of your business, you will go out and share. Hold on, Neil. You are unmuted, Neil Hardin. So either you want a single story, beautiful home, or you want a skyscraper. If you want the beautiful home, just a single story, do nothing. Sit back and be passive. And when we launch, you'll start getting your customers signed up under you and you'll start earning residual income. But if you want the skyscraper, then start getting involved and sharing this opportunity with other people. I don't call it recruiting. And the nice thing is, I've spoken to so many people in this business and in every other business, they have really struggled to share the opportunity. But with ONPASSIVE, it is just so easy because everything is done for you. And it's such low risk with extremely high reward and 100% lifetime money back guarantee on your founding member position. So the risk is actually really nothing if you think about it. So yes, it's up to you. We encourage you to share, and if you can get your business or team, ready under you, because remember, every person that you bring in is another stream of income. So you're building your family dynasty. You're helping to build your legacy, to leave a legacy you can be proud of and to create wealth. So yes, the more people you bring in, the bigger your business is going to grow. But whatever we do bring in, it's going to be nothing compared to what the AI marketing campaigns are going to do for us. So yes, it's just going to triple, quadruple. It's going to be more than you've ever imagined. Your teams and business is going to be much bigger than you've ever had before. So yes, it's just up to you. And I'm just excited about it. And that's why we share it. Thank you.
Let me add just a couple of things. I agree with everything that's been said, but I do want to throw some numbers out there. If you're an individual and you just came in, it's the last day you became a founder. As we look at ONPASSIVE and the projections that are going to happen the first year, think about bringing in 100 million customers, okay? And there are people that have projected that ONPASSIVE will do that. Now, whether we do that or not, there's no guarantee to that. But if we bring in 100 million customers, the amount of revenue that's going to be coming in, the amount of people that will be landing underneath you, finances just are not going to be an issue. That's what Ash Mufareh has done with us ONPASSIVE. That is his vision. And whether it's 100 million or 50 million, 10 million, that number is astounding. There are companies today that do not have 1 million customers, that do not have 500,000 customers, that don't have 100,000 customers and do very, very well. When you think about the volume that ONPASSIVE is going to be bringing in, even if you're a lone wolf, even if you haven't done anything, and we always recommend that you share it because you will change those lives that you share it with. But even if you don't share it, we're in a unique position. And that's what Ash wants. He wants us in that position to find financial independence. So that's my 2 cents. Go ahead, Red or Marty.
Yeah, well, I'm stacking up the Q&As if you need me to jump in, Marty.
Yeah, if you got one, go for it.
Neil,
Okay,
did you want to? Neil, I know Neil unmuted just now, so and he's got his hand raised. So maybe unmute yourself, Neil.
Go ahead, Neil.
Hello guys, how are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Dr. Donkey.
Very well, thank you. Like Mosek said, he's struggling on Facebook how to recruit, but a lot of people told me you must only make something something small on Facebook that can get the people's uh, attentions. Like example, if I show you something, would you look at the information and I see for myself it works because I get a lot of feedbacks. Then I send the people the info. I cannot force them to join. It's still their decision. And I would like to say thank you, Uncle Marty, Rina, Uncle, Uncle Red, and Uncle Mike Ellis what to do for on passive. I can't wait. It we are gonna change a lot of people's circumstances.
Fantastic.
Baie dankie Neil, dit was ongelooflik. That was just saying, that was outstanding. Thank you very much, Neil. And yes, you're right. If you just post something that says, if I could show you an opportunity where you could change your family tree, you can create a family dynasty, would you, take a look at something? And yes, that really does work. So well done. And I'm glad that you're doing that, Neil. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely terrific, Neil. And, when you introduce ONPASSIVE to other people, and you're right, you can't force people to sign up, but that's okay. You've planted the seed. And when you do that, and they see what ONPASSIVE is and what they're going to be doing, they're going to remember you. And whether we get them today or we get them tomorrow, you will get them eventually. So what you're doing, absolutely phenomenal. And all you can do is share it. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But eventually they're going to get thirsty enough. They're going to come back to you. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time for you, Neil. Absolutely. Very, very good.
Fantastic. Elizabeth, you're up. Just unmute yourself. There you go.
Yes, thank you. Hello.
You're welcome. Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I think I feel the pain of the last person that spoke because you really get excited about this thing. You want to bring people in to have a feel of what you are feeling. But at the end of the day, because I give myself as example, today now I have really talked to up to 3-4 people who told me they were coming to join the guest webinars. But truly and behold, they got some people who talked them out of it. Oh, this another 3M. Oh, this another, what do they call it? Some other things, they've gone into that, put them in difficulty. So it becomes really difficult for me. Can somebody show me how to persuade people to join?
I could take this if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You sound like a really, really nice person. And the people that you are speaking to, regardless of what you are sharing now, you should say to them, do you trust me? Not anybody else. Do you trust me? And if they say, yeah, of course I trust you. And they say, will you do me the service of just coming and listening to this for me and let me know what you think after?
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Because I sent them the link to join the guest webinar today. I told them I would be there. If they have questions, there are people there to answer their questions. But somewhere along the line, some of them phoned me and said, no, it's the same thing as what they've lost before and all that. And I told them I don't share that view. They should come and listen for themselves and see. But unfortunately, only one of them turned up out of the 3 people. And the only one who turned up, I think he even left, So I feel really
Despondent.
yes, kind of.
Well, do not be despondent, because you are doing all the right things. And for anybody else who is here for the first time, most people come to all of these first time explanations of Onpassive because somebody has introduced them to it, and they trust that person because they have introduced them to it in the first place. Now, obviously, we are here to give the information, to answer questions, etc. But at the end of the day, that person is trusting you. And if they are taking somebody else's advice over you, then
they don't trust me.
Well, exactly. That is something you can't control, unfortunately.
I know.
But one thing I will say to you: keep going, because in your heart, we all know in our hearts, what an amazing opportunity we have here. Not only for us to make a whole bundle of apples, but also, more importantly, we have got the ability to change a lot of things in the world. And that is almost more important than earning that residual income. So you keep going. You're doing a fantastic thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Elizabeth, I just wanted to share with everybody, I love Tuesdays. I absolutely love Tuesdays because we've got 2 webinars. We've got an African webinar and we've got the corporate one. So it's at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. So I always encourage people, just share it with your friends. And because of the way I did it today, I actually had quite a few guests that have never joined. Before, I would send them stuff and they never really bought into it. But the way I worded it today, I know we're running out of time, but just quickly, and it's on my Facebook wall, so you can all get it there. It says webinar invitation. Join me at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have 2 different webinars to give you a good understanding of the company so you can make an informed decision. Rest assured, this is not an MLM or network marketing business, but we get paid residual income and the company builds our business for us automatically. 100% done for you, 100% success guaranteed. I would like to invite you to attend both as they are quite different with the same message. And then I give them the time and then it's obviously the links and what have you. So I've got some great response from that. We're all here to help each other and it's not recruiting. It's just sending out an invite and you can word it how you want. When I did it in the back office, instead of saying residual income, I would say wealth creation or help create a family dynasty. That's what it's about, But because we're getting that out the window, it's not MLM, it's not network marketing. Now, all of a sudden, they're more interested. So I just thought I'd share that. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to Engineer Michael. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey, good afternoon, team. Good afternoon, Marty. Hi.
Hello,
Red.
buddy.
Hi, Marina.
Hey.
Hi, Mike Ellis. Man,
Hello.
I just want to thank you guys for the wonderful work that you guys have been doing. It is amazing to see that we have people still full of that kind of energy. We just say thank you. And we want to join the vanguard. We want to work with everybody. We want to join you guys and work and help so many much more people touch their lives as we can help them. So every day we come to these webinars, we learn a lot from you guys so that we can, take up the baton of command at some point of time and just roll it. Just want to say thank you for you guys. Red, it's always awesome on the QA. Marty is just there to put on the information and everything. Marina and Mike, Mosk, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much I want to thank you for having the opportunity to be part of this team and to work as a founder and to make it happen for other people. Thank you very much.
Cheers, dude.
Thank you, Michael.
Michael, and I just wanted to
Yeah,
share with you
Michael, I'd
guys
like
as
to
well.
say
Michael actually did a great presentation as well. I've just posted it onto my Facebook wall. It's on my YouTube channel. Fantastic job. Everybody is doing a great job. And it's once again a different perspective of how he sees this business and how it's going to work for him. So go ahead and check that out as well.
Let me pop in here real quick too. One thing Michael said that really kind of hit with me is what we're witnessing right now is that we've been building a team for over a couple of years, and people have been building teams at different levels over the course of the last year or two or whenever they joined. And one of the things we have seen is that we have developed relationships with people in over 200 countries, and those relationships that we're developing, we're not only seeing and nurturing those relationships with those people, but those founders, we're seeing them take a leadership role like you wouldn't believe. Everybody is taking a step forward to advance their business and develop those same relationships. And let me tell you something, we're having a blast doing it. We are having so much fun with it. And I think all of us here have been surprised at how much fun we're having meeting other people from all over the world. So that's a big perk here with this company.
100%, Dan, no doubt about it. And keep in mind, everybody here that's sharing it and they think nobody's listening, when you plant the seed and they act like, oh, I'm not coming, I don't care, trust me, they're watching. And the day will come that they will come back to you and come in. I know because I've seen it. I've seen some people.
I had one today.
Yeah, it happens all the time, Elizabeth and everybody else here. Plant the seed. Be ready when they come back, because they will come back. In most cases, people come back.
I hope so. I hope so, yes.
Yeah, it will happen. Trust me.
Yeah,
people are watching a lot more than you think. Stay consistent and people will watch.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Matty. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bridget, I see your hands up. Unmute yourself and ask away.
Thank you, Marty. Hello, all together. At first, I want to thank you all. You are so amazing. Marty, really, my heart is always with you. I love you. I really do. I like the way how you do that with so much passion, with so much, I don't know the words in English. I'm sorry. Mike Ellis, I love your videos. I always watch them. Really, I love all your work. Thank you so much for all this gifts we got. Thank you so much, really, from deep of my heart. I have a question, because there was 2 days ago there was a man from Morocco in the German webinar, and he asked something in English, and I offered him to help a little bit for explaining. And the thing is, I also have family in Egypt. But the point is, we can't find any webinars for Arabic people. There is nothing. There is nothing where we can find it, and if it exists. So we search for it, because I want to send the inviting to people from my Arabic family, and he would like to have it for his Morocco people, but there's nothing.
Take it away, Marty.
Yeah, there is an Arabic webinar, because I was on it a couple of weeks ago. I will try to, I'm not sure what days they have their webinar, but the one I was in, there was probably 300, 400 people in it, Arabic countries. So, Bridget, let me try to find out. Let me try to find a link for you, okay?
I've actually just posted the link of the recording of the Arabic webinar in the chat there.
Yeah.
I mean, in the question, actually in the question
Marina.
and answer.
Hello, Marina.
Hello, Bridget. I'm going to try and send it to you direct. I'm going to put it in the question. I don't know how to do this now. Sorry, the chat is disabled.
Stick it in the Q&A. They can see it there.
I can't type in the Q&A because I'm a panelist. Would you maybe just, Bridget, just type, send a question mark in the Q&A and I'll answer it live, but it's on my channel. I posted it yesterday or the day before.
Again, please, I did not understand it well.
In the question and answer, just type a question mark and I will send you the link for the Arabic webinar.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It's recorded, so you can watch that. And then I can also get a hold of the schedule for it. Thank you.
So this video, I can send it to other people, right?
Correct.
Of course you can. Yes.
Okay. And you will let me know something where I can find the webinars, right?
Yeah. Yes, I will.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just type in the question and answer. Just type a question mark and I'll post it. Thank you.
I will. Thank you so much.
Okay, I got a question.
Go ahead, Bill Brand. I'm sure you can ask your question.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
No.
Okay, great. I've been telling people that that kind of object to the 100 to 250, when they launch or during the soft launch, whichever it is that still in effect, that if you can get 3 founders signed up, that it's free, that you're not responsible for that $100 to $250?
No, as we come into the hard launch, Bill, everybody is going to have to pay that initial membership fee, whatever it is, whether it's 150, 200, 250, whatever it is. After that, because of the way ONPASSIVE is structured, you will never have to go out of pocket again. You won't have to pay that fee the second month. I believe because of the way ONPASSIVE is structured, your business is going to grow, whether you grow it yourself or ONPASSIVE grows it for you, or you get overflow. So I wouldn't worry too much about the second month fee. I believe that's going to be taken care of by the business, but you do have to pay that first month. Does that make sense?
That does. Now, one thing I want to do is to thank all of you on the Leadership Council for all the help that you are. It's just fantastic. And the meeting people from around the world was a great comment by someone on this webinar.
That's our brother Dan. He always imparts wisdom to us.
Yeah, and Mike, I'll second this thought that I always watch your videos. That you're great. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate that, Bill.
I want to say something over here. Sorry to interrupt all of you. Can I?
Yes,
sure,
I'm
done.
Okay, it's an idea that just I want to provide to all the webinars over here. Can we put our WhatsApp button on our page, so it will be very easier for us to communicate each other? Thank you.
I don't quite understand.
I'm not sure what you asked.
No, nor me. Try it again, Mosh.
Okay. Let me explain to you again. Can we put our WhatsApp number on our page to communicate each other better?
Right.
Will it be better for us?
Okay, I will answer that. It's entirely up to you if you want to give your number out. Myself personally, I'm not going to, and I'm sure many of the Leadership Council people here do not want to have their private number put on a public forum for a lot of reasons. If you want to, that is entirely up to you, my friend. But I certainly won't, and I'm sure many of the Leadership Council won't be as well.
And there's
entirely up to you.
And also,
thank you.
And also, there's many WhatsApp groups that you can join. Many. My phone
we can make it many.
Yeah, my phone is ringing off the hook now. WhatsApp. So
yeah,
there's plenty.
Marty, I've actually got an anonymous attendee question that I would like to bring to the panel. that I think is from a new person,
Okay.
which are either me or anybody else can attend to. That's absolutely fine. But this is the question: talking about the payment, how could you explain how the conversation works? How will I benefit? Let's say I joined and I only have one in my team, and my team brings in a lot more than I do. Do I benefit from those people? Is it like a pyramid system? Does anybody want to answer this, or shall I answer it?
I'll attempt it, and then you fill it in and make it better, Red. How's that?
Go for it.
Okay, look, anybody that falls under you in this company, anyone that falls under you, you get paid a commission, part of the commission from that person. Whether you brought them in, whether your downline brought them in, whether the company brought them in, overflow, underflow, tidal flow, whatever you want to call it. When this launches and you see people in your downline, when there's a purchase made, you will be paid, whether it's you or anybody else. I don't care who it is. I don't care how many. That's the beauty of the company. There's no rules on you have to have this many in one leg and this many in the other. That's all nonsense. If they wind up under you, they're in your organization and you will be paid. Okay, go ahead, Red.
Let me throw something in there, Marty. And when
go for it,
Marty says you will be paid, when he says you will be paid, keep in mind that these people are paying every single month. Okay, they're paying every single month for these products. So you will be paid every single month on any one individual or company that signs up underneath you.
That's where the residual comes from. Okay, I'm going to add the very last part of the question, which is it like a pyramid scheme? Now, people need to understand what a pyramid scheme is, and if you do not know, just type into a dictionary.com what pyramid scheme is. For a pyramid scheme to work, it is bringing somebody in to pay the people below you with no products or services. Onpassive has real products, real people, real services. So we are definitely not a pyramid scheme. We are inviting you right now to become a founder pre-launch to participate in this company. Once we launch, we are going to be a customer-based business, which means customers will be paying to use our products and services. So there is zero way we are a pyramid scheme. Okay, over to you, Marty.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to add. I want you to keep in mind, we're looking this from the point of view of being a founder. That's what we're talking about today. All founders are customers. When this launches, 99% of the people that fall under you, however they get there, are customers. They're buying products today. We're just going to offer a better one, a cheaper one, and they're going to come in and they're going to pay just like they are right now, except they'll pay less and they're going to stay for life. That's the difference. We have James. James, what's your question?
There, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, just wanted to chime in on a few things you were talking about. Marty, excellent presentation. Mike, excellent presentation. But what I wanted to weigh in was how impactful Onpassive is going to be. And I'm thinking about it in another sense. There's over 590,000 founding members, and for all the people that are guests here not, look at it this way. Not everybody has a job. Some founders aren't working. But what I'm looking at is all the founders that are here that are working. Eventually, they're going to get to a point where Onpassive is going to replace their current job. Therefore, like me, I'm in that same boat right now. Once I match my income where I am at with Onpassive, I will be leaving my job. Here's where the impact comes in. When we all decide that we're done working, what happens? Because I left, I've just opened the door for somebody else to get a job. So ONPASSIVE is always giving some way, somehow. So by me leaving my employment, I'm going to be giving somebody else a job. So that's the impact that we're going to be having on this.
It's true. That's good one. Logical.
Very
Yeah.
good, James.
Yeah, I love that analogy, James. Excellent. I hadn't
Yes,
thought
I
about it in
love it.
those terms, but that's perfect.
Well, yeah, like I said, not every
That's
founder's
That's
a
a
work
good
are working.
analogy. Yes.
So, but even to the spouses that are staying at home, maybe even supporting, like as an additional income. But that's how I'm looking at it. Like I'm looking at retirement. I want to stop working because I've worked enough in my life. You know, like I said, I know I've got a few posts up there like that, where like you might work for 30 or 40 years to retire. And by the time you retire, you're older, you might get 11 years to enjoy it. So why not retire now? That's how I'm looking at it. Or if you change nothing, nothing changes. So make a change. So yeah, it is very impactful what ONPASSIVE is doing, even outside of the realm of being in ONPASSIVE.
I like your point, James. It's Susie. I just want to add to that. Think of the stimulus this will do to the economy as well, where people will be out there, not just, paying it forward and blessing other things that they're passionate about, but also that in itself of the wealth coming in and the money being spent is going to be an economic kick to every country as well. Just think of the manufacturing, the jobs. So I really like your perspective on that. And I just wanted to add that as well, that's going to boost the economy in my estimation.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about it like if we're 500, we'll just say it's 600,000. We'll say 300,000 people are working. Well, if 300,000 people decide to retire, that's opening up 300,000 jobs.
Yep. Exactly.
True story.
All right, thanks, James. I want to try to get as many questions as we can. We have about 15 more minutes left. Let's move to Euros. Unmute
But
yourself.
I want to work till my last breath.
Congratulations, Mark.
Hello, Marjorie. Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon from Vienna. First of all, I just want to thank Mike Callis, Susie McTrain, and all Red Fern,
Bill, come on.
for the amazing presentations always. You motivate me since May last year when I entered the ONPASSIVE, and I entered it within 5 minutes. So as somebody said who is today a billionaire, don't think before you enter first and then start thinking, where did you enter? He's a billionaire. This was all what I've learned from you from the first day when I started. But I don't want to talk too long now. I just wanted to thank for all this, what I learned from you. But my question, Marty, I put it to you once already. I'm searching since January, somebody who would tell me if the Japanese webinars are existing at all.
I can answer that.
Last week, when was the webinar with Ashby Foray, somebody wrote in chat, hello from Japan. And I wrote you immediately, hello, where are you from? No answer anymore. I put it several times already in the community, but I got no answer. But I have some small teams started in January in Japan.
Okay, I can answer that very easily. You're obviously in ONPASSIVE Nation. There is a lady called Keiko, who is from Japan. She is quite new, but she's very, very active. And I do know that she is looking into doing a Japanese webinar. So if you're in ONPASSIVE Nation, look for Keiko, K-I-E-K-O, okay? And friend request her and she will let you know what she is planning to do, okay?
Brett, thank you very much. I wrote it down.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Lloyd physically has his hand up, so sorry about that, Lloyd. I didn't see you at first.
Thanks, Marty. No problem. Yeah, I've been looking for my icon here for my hands, and I can't find it. So I said, let me just raise my hand. Anyways, thank you. I have two questions. The first is, what will founders be expected to do after launch and after paying their first subscription?
I could take it if you want to.
I'll just say very, very quickly, Red, and then you can take it.
No,
Manage your money.
Then you get to travel and enjoy your money.
Probably the best answer I've heard all night.
All right. So we just need to log in daily and just enjoy, right?
Yeah. Listen, obviously we are all we are wondering what our role's going to be when we launch, and as founders, how it's all going to pan out and all the rest of it. But I pretty much think how it's going to pan out as far as us as founders is concerned is, at the moment, our emphasis and what we are looking for is founders to join us on this journey. And I think when we launch, our emphasis will change to the reseller. And that, I think, will be our emphasis when we launch. So as a founder, which you are now, we are all going to be resellers when we launch to the world. We'll have our ecosystem that is going to be out there on the internet. We'll have our products and services that people will be able to see, buy, use. We will earn commissions from it. So we will actively be looking to either invite customers to use our products and services, but more importantly, we want them to become resellers. So my belief is that as a founder stroke reseller, which we all will be, that will be our job and role when we launch, is to have what we're doing now, except for we will be looking for resellers rather than customers. Open to the floor.
I just want to quickly add to that. Thanks, Lloyd, for your question. I think it got everyone excited when Mike popped up with that answer. And that, yes, 100% enjoy it. But remember, as founders, we are going to be the hunted. We don't have to go out and look for customers. People are going to want to find us. Ash Mafara said, we are going to be the hunted. So if anyone knows that you are a founder, believe me, they're going to want to be your friend. They're going to want to be in your team. It's an honor to be a founder with OnPassive. And then also, what are we going to do? We're going to use the O bless. We are going to bless as many people as possible. We're going to be getting involved in projects around the world in our communities. We're going to be busy blessing people that are less fortunate. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Go ahead, Marty. I thought you were.
Hold on.
Okay. I can go to my next question. Yeah. Go ahead.
The other thing is, you're going to be free to do whatever you want to do. Really. And some people will take on a bigger role into ONPASSIVE and sharing it more. And it depends on whatever you want to do. Charities or things you've always wanted to do, you're going to be able to start doing. That's why we're here. So, it's freedom.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. I'm so excited to be a part of this fabulous and fantastic organization. And I can see the potential of helping and, providing services for the less fortunate, the marginalized, and the at-risk population. And I do have a few segments of the population that I am focused on in terms of helping. So I'm so excited about this opportunity. So thank you all. My last question, my second and last question is, when we get access to our website, are there limitations in terms of what other businesses we can we can market or promote. Can we? The question basically is, in a succinct way, can we market other MLL businesses, programs?
I can answer that if nobody else wants to.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. The basic rule of thumb is always and has been, as far as Onpassive and external businesses, is it has to be approved, which means it has to be ethical, legal, and above board. If it is of all of those, then you'll be able to market any business, okay, through the Onpassive platform, as long as it has the right criteria.
Fantastic. Thank you, Red. Appreciate it. Thank you,
welcome.
Marina. Thank you all.
Fantastic, Lloyd. Thanks for the questions. I want to get on to
John Barilla has got his hand. He's waving. I'm not sure if he's also struggling to raise his
John.
icon.
I see him waving. I thought he was just saying hi. Yeah, go ahead, John. You're next.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yo.
Okay. I want to say hello to everybody. First, I feel like I know all of you. I've been in since March 2019, and all of the Leadership Council folks there, I'm very familiar with you. I feel like I know you personally. It's really great. And I just wanted to say, first of all, the link that Marina put in the chat for the lady that was looking for the Arabic webinars, it is in the chat, or was in the chat, and it's live. She could get it there. I know she's going to get it somewhere else too, but that link's live. I clicked on it and it took me right to the web, YouTube, and then I came back here. So I just wanted to say that, and then I wanted to say, for those who aren't a founder yet, they still have time to become a founder that are here today. If you are someone who can't, how much time are you going to have to get team members or get any? When we've said that that's not really necessary, but I've been in for a while. I have a very small team. I'm still working to get some, but I'm not that worried about it. But I have a small team. And the thing is that something you can do, what do we do? What do I do? I stay active, I stay positive, and I have been on so many webinars, YouTube platforms, watching everybody from Red to Marina to Marty to Mike, and you name it. And I'm there every day. And this is what I do. Since I don't have such a big team, I spend a lot of time watching the webinars, even if some of the information I've seen many, many times. I want to see what's on that webinar. And then I pick some comment to make. And this is how other folks, if they become founders, they can spend their time. If they don't build a big team, just go watch webinars, stay positive, make positive comments that are relative to what the particular video on YouTube or wherever it is, relative comments that are positive about Onpassive and supportive of the people that are making the video. And I'll tell you, I have to say this about myself, and I don't know that I am the guy who has the most, but I don't know if any of you would recognize that, because some of you have actually commented, and I don't know who makes them highlighted comments, but I am very often the highlighted comment of the particular video, because I make some succinct yet very positive comment that expresses what that video was just all about. I just want to say that folks can be active and involved, even if you get in late here and don't have time or can't build a big team, because I don't even have a big team, and I've been in for, like I said, since March of 2019. I have a small team, and I'm sure I'll get a couple of more, but I just haven't I haven't had that much luck at getting the big team, but it isn't important. I participate in another way to be a very active, supportive founder. And that's really all I want to say. And I just want to say hello to everybody. Susie, everybody I didn't mention, but anyhow.
Fantastic, John.
Brilliant.
That means a lot. And by the way, by doing that, John, you are building a team, the main team, because it will go viral because of stuff like that after the launch. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Who hasn't talked yet?
I feel that. Yes, you're right.
Thank you, John. Let's go to Kevin. You got your hand up.
Yes. Thank you, everybody here. So I've been a founder for a while, but however, and I'm not very active and also I think also have some kind of difficult for me to to recruit people. So anyway, so basically I have a 3 questions. The first question is so when I try to involve my friends to join the Onpassive, the most people, they ask me, because we know after lunch, all of us, the founder, will become reseller. So that means we have to pay monthly subscription fee, right? And however, at this moment, because companies promise us, we'll find the downline for us, three people every month. So, but however, it is possible. For example, if it is possible in the first month, we didn't, for some reason, we didn't get 3 people, or even though we get nothing, is that means we are going to pay next month subscription fee.
Mike Ellis, I know you want to answer this.
Yeah, I can answer very, very quickly. No. What happens if you don't have enough to pay the next month's fee, your position is paused. It doesn't mean that you can't make money. The money will still start to will continue to come in. But if you don't have enough to pay it, you just wait until the money's there and you pay it. But I don't think that's going to be a problem, Kevin. People worry about the second month fee. I just don't think you have to worry about it because of the way Onpassive is structured. And I've said this, it really is dynamic, and all of our businesses are going to grow. You're in Onpassive right now. You don't know what's above you. You don't know what's around you. You don't know what the people around you are doing. There are a lot of people doing a lot of things before Onpassive goes to workforce, and Onpassive is about ready to go to workforce. So don't worry about that second month's fee. You will not have to pay it. If the money isn't there, your account will be paused until the money does come in, then you pay it, and then you're active again. So that's how it's going to work.
It depends from point of my view, it depends on O-Wallet, when it will gonna be launched.
No, the O-Wallet's, Marsh, O-Wallet is completely different. That's nothing to do with how many people will be there in your account by the second month at all. O-Wallet is where the money is going to be. This is nothing. O-Wallet is nothing to do with how many people will be in your team.
I have to pay per month. Okay, so
yeah,
I can pay it from the O-Wallet.
Everybody has to pay for the first month, Mosh. Everybody, regardless of the size of your team, whether you have 0 or 100 or 1,000, everybody has to pay for their first month. Has to pay. But like Mike has just said, when we come to the second month, because of the way that the company is structured, nobody has to worry to pay again. Because if you're a founder now, right now, or becoming a founder right now, then by the time you get to your second month, whether it is from the company, your own efforts, or things that are around you or above you, you will have your 3. So you do not have to worry about that. And even if you are that worried about it, your account will only be paused until there is enough money in it to start again, like Mike said. So your O-Wallet has nothing to do with what the question has been asked.
Okay, let's move on to Nat. You're up, sir, and there you go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can.
Hi. It's just a quick question. And the account, once you become a founder, and can you only transfer your account just if you pass on, or even when you're still alive, you can transfer your account to someone? Let's assume that you have different accounts and you would like to transfer one to someone who has not been a founder. Is it something that you can do from the beginning?
You can. It is transferable and willable. So a lot of founders have bought gifts for their family members who have no idea that they've got them, or they're wanting to give it to them as a birthday gift or Easter gift or whatever the case is. You will be able to transfer that account through support.
All right. Okay. And my last question, please, is, when you have your account, would you be able to see from your account your the number of people that have built up your team?
Marty, Dan?
Yes, you'll be able to see your team. You'll be able to see who's in your team.
Just go to team summary in your back office and you will see who's in your team.
You can see who's there now, and after launch, you'll see what team you have also.
Okay, and even the people that your team have made as well, you can see the whole link, or is
Yeah.
it just that they directly add on the year?
No, team, you want to be looking in your back office at team summary, and that will tell you the whole of your team. And if you click on the link that says team summary, it will bring up a line with all the names in your team. You can then individually click on each single name, and it will tell you how many is in each of those teams, as in each underneath each of those names as well. So, but the first place to go is team summary. That will give you the full count, and then you can break it down after that.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry. I have one question, because you just mentioned regarding the account transfer, right? It's so that means at this moment, probably she has a multiple account. Okay, the multiple account, I think that's fine. But my main point, my question is, how about the wallet? Because I at the time, remember last time the meeting or the previous meeting that we do discuss how do you sign the wallet to the individual person? If you have a multiple account, so how does handle this kind of wallet? And later on, if you want to transfer,
I got your question.
Later on,
I got your question. If you have multiple accounts, you can tie all of those accounts to one wallet. You don't have to have wallets in each account, so they can all be tied into one account. That's a simple answer.
Correct.
Theory, you're up. I probably didn't pronounce that right, but you can correct me. Go ahead and unmute.
No, thanks, Mike. Hello, everybody. No, I was, we were discussing this morning with Marty, and I saw that there is a upcoming webinar page on Facebook that Kevin Rutledge already shared. But there's not a bunch of people who is looking at it. So maybe as some people don't have Facebook, I will try, I just share in the panel. I will try maybe to do a Telegram group. Marty, I don't know what you think about the Telegram group about upcoming webinars. That I can list all the webinars of the day in a Telegram group, that the people can see the upcoming webinars.
Yeah,
every day.
I think the more the better. Whatever tool we have to share what we're doing, the better. I email, I use Facebook, I send it to everyone I know, and I know a lot of people use other things also. So yeah, whatever you think will work, definitely between now and the hard launch, I believe we should share with anything that walks.
Exactly.
So, and the best way to do it. So.
Okay, so I will do it, and I will share with you, everybody, that we can share with our teams.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Terry. Red, do you have any more, or are we closing this out?
I've got 38 if you want them, or none.
Oh, man. is there any there that really stand out that we can answer?
I've got just one actually, and then we'll close it down, which is quite a good one from Dwight Fairclough. Okay. They said, will ONPASSIVE have geo-targeting to say a state rather than the world? I'll answer that straight off just to save you the time. Basically, as far as the targeted traffic is concerned, if you have an approved business as within OnPassive, if you do any marketing online now with either Facebook or YouTube or any of these, you have options of where you want to target traffic to. And OnPassive will be no different. You'll be able to target your traffic to states or towns, areas, whatever you want to do. You'll be able to localize that targeted traffic to these places. And there is a lot more drop-down boxes that you can target as well. So yes is the answer to that, Dwight. OnPassive will have that option as well.
Well,
Over to you, Marty.
This was fantastic. There goes an
Very
hour
good.
and a half. And then anybody here that are new and looking at OnPassive and want to join or want more info, get back to the person, like we said, that introduced you to this. And keep in mind that we do this every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Invite someone new, start sharing. And the part about sharing is cutting time frames. That's all it means. You're going to succeed whether you share or don't share. But if you've got a number in your head of what you want to make a month, and it'll take you 6 months to get there, why not do it in 2? That's all I'm saying. So share if you can. If you don't. But if you could send somebody to a webinar like this, let us do it for you, because that's what we do. And it's done 24/7, 7 days a week, different languages, different countries. You can find a webinar that is good for you, guaranteed. Anyway, thank you very much. And thank you everybody here that helped out. And thanks for all the questions. It makes us smarter. And I'll see you all next time.
Thank you, Marty. Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah, bye. Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Susie.
you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot.